morning and happy Sabbath. We have a special song and a book to share with you this morning. And we're going to sing our song. It's about being kind to our animals. So if you have an animal at your house that you can grab, you can sing this song along with us. Which animal do you want, Nathaniel?
This one.
Okay, here, Andrew, we're going to hold our puppy dogs. I'll be good to my puppy. I will pet him too. I'll be kind to my puppy dog, 'cause Jesus wants me to. I'll be kind to my puppy. I will pet him too. I'll be kind to my puppy dog, 'cause Jesus wants me to. We want to be kind to our animals, don't we? I wonder if there's other animals in here we could get. Let's see. Do you see a different kind of animal?
I see one.
Who's that?
Hi.
Who's that?
Hi.
Maybe a
Hi.
kitty cat?
Hi.
Hi, kitty cat. Let's see. We're going to try singing our song again. And we will sing it with our kitty cats this time. If you have a kitty cat at your house, you can grab a kitty cat too. Sing with us. We like to be kind to our animals. I'll be kind to my kitty. I will pet them too. I'll be kind to my kitty cat, 'cause Jesus wants me to. I'll be kind to my kitty. I will pet him too. I'll be kind to my kitty cat, 'cause Jesus wants me to. Let's remember to be kind to our animals and to our family and friends today. Sabbath is a happy day, happy day, happy day. Sabbath is a happy day. I love every Sabbath. Shall we go for a walk today? A walk today, a walk today. Shall we go for a walk today to see what God has given? Hey, little brother, let's sit you up. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
I'm still sitting up.
You're still sitting up. Oh, it's so pretty out and the sun is shining. This is the day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. We will rejoice. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Psalms 106 verse 1. Psalms 106 verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Hey, there's a blanket and there's a book about a wagon. Should we go read a story?
Yeah.
All right, let's go read a story. You know? There you go. Hey, brother, you want to come and read? Can you find our book, Nathaniel?
There it is.
Can you hold it up for Daddy so Daddy can see it? There you go. Do you know what the name of it is? It's called
Wagon.
Wyatt's Wagon.
Wyatt.
Wyatt's Wagon. It's part of the Thinking of Others series by Gary Bauer, And the pictures are by Jan Bauer. It's about including others. Let's see what kind of story this is. It goes right along with our sunny day in our wagon. Yeah. Wyatt set his stuffed rabbit on the wagon. "Okay, Super Bunny," he said, "here we go again." He pulled on the handle of the wagon, but as the wagon started to creep forward, the bunny tipped over and fell to the ground. "Oh, come on, Super Bunny," Wyatt complained. "I can't give you a ride if you won't sit still." The bunny lay in the soft grass and stared at the clouds. He didn't really look like he wanted a ride. He looked like he wanted a nap. Back in the wagon went the long-eared passenger, and away rolled Wyatt's wagon. They followed a bumpy tractor path that led to Grandpa's apple orchard. The path took them up the long, gentle hill. Wyatt paused at the top, then trotted down the hill with his wagon rattling behind him. "Whee!" he squealed. He started back up the hill. "This time I'm riding too," he said, looking back at the bunny. But the bunny was gone. "Where did you go, Super Bunny?" called Wyatt. He looked around. "Oh, there you are." The stuffed animal was halfway up the hill, lying face down in the grass. Wyatt picked up his fuzzy friend and brushed him off. "Were you trying to fly or something?" he joked. Shaking his head, Wyatt placed the clumsy creature back in the wagon. "Beep, beep, look out," someone shouted. Wyatt looked up to see a dark-haired boy running down the hill and pulling a strange wagon behind him. Wyatt moved his wagon out of the way just in time as the speeding wagon zoomed past. It rolled to the stop at the bottom of the hill. The strange wagon had a big cardboard top. "Look, Nathaniel, it reminded Wyatt of the covered wagons that pioneers used in the old days." "I've got to do that again," said the excited voice from inside the covered wagon. A grinning boy wearing a baseball cap poked his head out. "Take me back to the top, Aaron," he said. "Look, Nathaniel, see the boys in the picture?" "No way," Dustin, the other boy replied. "It's your turn to be the horse." Wyatt knew them both. The wagon belonged to Dustin, the boy with the baseball cap. Dustin climbed out and Aaron crawled in. "We're going to be coming down," Dustin warned, "so you better get your little wagon out of the way."
Beep, beep, pull it out
Wyatt
of the
glanced
way.
down at his own wagon. It seemed very small. "How about if we ride down to the hill together in yours?" he suggested. "Sorry," Dustin answered, "but there's only room for
Me.
one. And after Aaron, it will be my turn again." Wyatt sized up the wagon. It seemed huge to him, certainly big enough to hold at least 2 boys, if not 3. But there was nothing he could say. Dustin didn't want to make room, and it was his wagon. Disappointed, Wyatt slowly shuffled down the path. Super Bunny rode silently behind him. Soon, he could see Grandpa's red-spotted trees. The sweet smell of apples that drifted from the little orchard made Wyatt's mouth start to water. Standing on a ladder, Grandpa whistled a happy tune as he picked apples and put them in a bushel basket. Wyatt hurried to join them, stopping only when Super Bunny took another tumble off the wagon. "Good morning," Grandpa called out. "Beautiful day for picking apples." "May I help?" Wyatt asked. "Of course," Grandpa said cheerfully. Wyatt began picking from the lowest branches while Grandpa did the high ones. Before long, the basket was full. "These apples sure look good," said Wyatt. "They taste even better," Grandpa replied with a wink. That was all Wyatt needed to hear. Crunch. "Nathaniel, do you like apples?"
Yeah.
"Did you have an apple this morning?"
Yeah. I did eat
He looked at the basket. "That's what I call a load," he said, "but I'm not excited about carrying that heavy basket clear back to the house." "I brought my wagon," Wyatt offered. "Why, so you did," said Grandpa. "Well, in that case, we can probably pick a few more." He lifted the basket onto the wagon, and they both went to their picking. "Move over, Super Bunny," said Wyatt, dropping a handful of apples into the basket. Soon the wagon was so full that some of the apples rolled off. Grandpa stroked his chin. "I think we picked more than your wagon can hold," he said. "Looks to me like there's only one thing to do." He began to take off his jacket. Wyatt looked puzzled. "Should we dump some out?" "No need for that," Grandpa said. "We'll make room." See how they're using his jacket? At Grandpa's house, Wyatt was surprised to see his cousin Tessa sitting on the back porch. Their friend Luke was catching grasshoppers. "I'm the princess," Tessa explained. "I'm a princess," Tessa explained, "and Luke is my royal hunter." Grandpa chuckled as he emptied the load of apples onto a big wooden crate. "Mother's in the kitchen helping Grandma make applesauce," Tessa told them. "Well then," said Grandpa, "we better go back for another load. Fetch a few more baskets from the barn, Wyatt, and I'll meet you in the orchard." "May we come?" asked Tessa. "Okay," Wyatt replied. "Race you to the barn," shouted Luke. The children ran across the yard to Grandpa's barn. The big sliding door was open. "Wow," said Luke. "Look at all this junk." "It's not junk," Wyatt corrected him. "It's stuff." "Yeah," Tessa agreed. "Important stuff." "But how does he fit it all in?" Luke asked. "He's really good at making room," said Wyatt. "Yeah," said Tessa. They stacked 3 baskets on Wyatt's wagon. Super Bunny rode on the top one. His ears flapped and the baskets bounced as the children made their way through the field. From the low branches. Grandpa said to pick from the low branches or pick up good apples that are on the ground, Wyatt told them. He doesn't want us to climb the ladder. Standing on his wagon, Wyatt could reach plenty of apples. Luke and Tessa started gathering the ones that had dropped from the trees. "Applesauce apples don't have to be perfect," Tessa said. "That's what Grandma says." "What if they're rotten and have worms?" Luke wanted to know. "I don't think they want worms in their applesauce," Wyatt said. "Oh," said Luke. He threw the apple he was holding into the weeds. "Do you think all 3 baskets will fit in the wagon?"
No.
Luke bit into a big, juicy apple. "Probably not," he slurped. "I'm sure they will," Wyatt assured them. "Grandpa will make room somehow. He's really good at that." Chugga, 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 chugga. Something was rumbling through the tall weeds. They turned their heads back and forth, looking all around to see where the gruff, chugging noise was coming from. It grew louder. "Can you help me, Nathaniel?" "Chugga, chugga, 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 chugga." Wyatt recognized the sound. "It's Grandpa's tractor!" "Look, he's pulling a huge wagon." "Wow," said Luke. "He is good at making room." With Grandpa's help, they filled the baskets in no time and loaded them onto the big wagon. The children climbed aboard too. "No standing," said Grandpa. "We don't want anyone hurt." Wyatt sat in the back of Grandpa's big wagon and held on to the handle of his little wagon. Away they went, the tractor first, the big wagon next, and Wyatt's wagon last. "Let's go the long way," Grandpa hollered over his shoulder. He drove along his property line by several neighboring houses. Wyatt waved at a boy who was swinging in his backyard. "Hi, Cody," Wyatt called loudly. Cody grinned and waved back. "Grandpa, could Cody please ride with us?" Wyatt asked. "We've got plenty of room," Grandpa said, stopping the tractor. "If he gets permission, it's fine with me." "Look, there's Cody on his swing set." Cody's mother said that he could, so Cody climbed aboard. "This is like a train," he said. "A wagon train," said Tessa. Next, they saw Jenna, Megan, and Dustin's sister, Ivy. They were jumping rope. Grandpa stopped the tractor again. "Would you like to ride around the orchard?" he offered. "Sure," their voices sang out. "Then go ask your parents," Grandpa said. "We'll wait for you." Wyatt rushed to the front of the wagon. "But Grandpa," he said, "they're girls." "I'm a girl," Tessa reminded him. "Nuh-uh," said Wyatt. "You're my cousin." "I never met anyone that didn't enjoy a tractor ride," said Grandpa, "including girls. The more the merrier, don't you think?" "I think so," said Cody. "I think so too," said Luke with a mouthful of apple. "I guess you're right," Wyatt agreed. So Wyatt, Tessa, Luke, Cody, Ivy, Jenna, and Megan rode with Super Bunny and the 3 bushels of apples in Grandpa's big wagon. Wyatt held the handle of his wagon tightly as he trailed behind like a caboose. "Is that your wagon?" Ivy asked him. "Yes," said Wyatt. "It's nice," she said. Then she added, "My brother Dustin has one too." Wyatt sighed. "I know." Grandpa took them around the orchard, past the barn, and through the field. They stopped at the top of a hill. At the bottom of the hill sat Dustin and Aaron. They didn't look happy at all. Dustin's beautiful covered wagon lay on its side. One of the wheels had come off. Slowly, Grandpa drove the tractor down the hill and pulled up alongside the sad boys. "Are you two okay?" he asked. "We're fine, thanks," said Aaron. "But my wagon isn't," Dustin moaned. "We can fix that back at the barn," Grandpa said. He turned to the kids behind him. "Do you have room for 2 more back there?" "I think so," said Wyatt. "Is there room for my brother's broken wagon?" Ivy asked. "We can't leave it here." "Where?" said Cody. "It's getting sort of crowded." "Yeah," Luke agreed. "I'm already squished." Wyatt spoke up. "Well, looks to me like there's only one thing to do. Isn't that right, Grandpa?" Grandpa nodded. "What?" everyone else asked. "We'll make room," said Wyatt. And that's just what they did. See, they put the broken wagon on top of Wyatt's little wagon, and they tied Wyatt's little wagon to the big wagon, and all the children could fit in the big wagon pulled behind Grandpa's tractor. And in the Bible it tells us there's still room. God always has room for us and his family. Say it one more time. You're welcome, buddy. Happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath.
See you next time.